Hey guys, Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new FLIK Falcon. Very excited about this. FLIK is one of my favorite companies anyway. It goes back to the Body Helix days. But FLIK, along with Rhombus, I'm going to throw Rhombus in there, has been really ahead and kind of ahead of the curve in foam production and foam paddles. They are both, fourth and fifth generations in, while other companies are maybe just putting out their first or maybe even now second. FLIK has done a great job with this, and the Falcon is their latest generation of foam paddle, and it promises something just a little bit different. Very excited about this bad boy. Let me bounce through some of the dimensions here. 16.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide, 5.5 inch long grip with a 4 1/8 inch circumference. This paddle weighs in at 8.0 ounces. It does have a 6.0 twist weight, which is really impressive. That means this whole face is going to be just a ginormous sweet spot. And it has 118 swing weight. So that's actually really nice. Even though it's evenly balanced, it does have a nice swing weight, should have plenty of punch. No worries there. This paddle is 13 millimeters thick. The surface is 3 layers of raw Torii carbon. We've seen that before with some other FLIK paddles, and it works out very, very, very well. Excited about this, but as always, the heart of the paddle is the core. So let's take a look at the core, because FLIK has done something quite different and quite revolutionary, and I'm very excited about it. So let's take a look at the core before we go out to the courts, all right? Here it is. All right, guys, here is the core of the new FLIK Falcon paddle. Very different. Haven't seen anything like this out there at all. Very excited about this. What you notice right away are these circular natural cork, what FLIK calls dwell pads. These should work with the foam and kind of spread the ball impact across the entire face, just reducing vibration, increasing dwell time, and kind of decrease the sound as well, but just give performance across the entire face. You can see that the top 4 here at the 12 o'clock position and the 3 in the middle of the paddle all have some sort of structure around it, much like the structure on the edge of the paddle. The 6 o'clock position does not. You're not going to hit the ball down here that often, and likely that would just add more weight out toward the paddle. This would be unnecessary, but this is your primary hitting area in amongst these 3, and that should just give plenty of performance, excellent dwell time, and just make this entire face a sweet spot. You can see that this is likely EVA foam. I don't know that, around the perimeter of the paddle, but this main foam, the expanded polypropylene, the EPP foam, is where the performance is going to come from, and just supply plenty of power, plenty of performance, plenty of spin, all of those things. Very cool. Haven't seen anything like this out there, period. Very excited about this. Here is the new core of the FLIK Falcon paddle. Nice. All right, guys, headed out to courts right now. Hope you're going to be there. We'll hit this new paddle together, the new FLIK Falcon. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, the FLIK Falcon. Let's do this. Boy, nice top spin. I didn't really try. That one did too. You could hear it whistling. Interesting. Oh, it is right there. Oh, gosh. Oh. Really nice. Let me do it. Let me spin a couple here. Let me spin a couple. The FLIK Falcon. All right. Yeah, just great. I thought it would because it was top spinning when I was hitting straight line. I wasn't really trying to, but it was still top spinning, so that's a really good sign it's got spin. Yeah, that had really good spin. Oh my God. So that spun, I would say 7 foot in the air, initial spin, which we really don't worry about that much because we can adjust to that. But then when it hit, it landed, it went all the way behind the tripod and the camera, another good 7 feet to 8 feet. That wow. So I knew it was going to spin. When it just hit a normal serve and you got a little top spin, that was wow. Use that again. Make sure that wasn't a fluke. That is not going to win you any friends. Bravo. Hey guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new FLIK Falcon. This paddle is a lot of fun to hit, and I'm just so impressed with how far foam core paddles have come in a relatively short amount of time. They have really improved, and they are so much fun to hit, and they're getting closer and closer to, let's say, Gen 3 poly core paddles. That performance is getting so close now, where it didn't used to be. It's getting very close, and the FLIK Falcon is really, really, really close. Let me bounce through the performance characteristics of this paddle and tell you a little oddity at the end, but this is a lot of fun to hit. Power numbers, I always start out with power. My normal service speeds are right around 50 miles per hour. The FLIK Falcon came in at 54 miles per hour. That is really good. That is 4 more extra miles per hour. Lots more velo. We are very close on the court. Sometimes just 14 feet away. We are tight, and that little extra velo is pretty cool. Very nice. What goes hand in hand with power? Accuracy, control, and consistency. It's there, but I think I've said this with every foam core paddle. It takes a moment. You've got to play with it a moment, find out what it does and what it kind of wants to do. The consistency still is not perfect, but you can get away with it because of the extra velocity. There is going to be some chaos though. Those things go hand in hand, just the way it is. Spin, excellent spin. 3 layers of raw Tory carbon fiber and just the cork dwell pads. The ball stays on there so long and there's such great dwell time. The spin is just outstanding. That is very cool. I like the spin a lot. So that will help you with the accuracy and control as well. If you can top spin it, you will keep the ball in. Feedback and feel is very plush ride. It has a little nice click to it when you go after a shot, and I don't know whether it's the cork dwell pads, but it has a nice little click to it when it hits, so you know that you've hit it dead red. Very nice. Sweet spot, I believe the twist weight on this was right at 6. That means the sweet spot is very large. It is. You can hit the ball anywhere across the face, and you're going to get nice performance. It's not going to drop off too much. Very nice. Nice feedback feel, nice sweet spot. Good defense to offense. Go down, dig some trash, get the ball in. Anything you get this paddle in front of, the ball's going to go back, and it's going to go back pretty close to where you put it. Sometimes the ball is going to hop off of there, but feel free. You can play a little defense. And then once you turn it into offense, it is a lot of fun. The ball comes off here really easy. This paddle is very easy to maneuver up at the net. The swing weight was 118. So that is really nice. It's relatively evenly balanced. It's not head heavy, so you can get through the zone really fast, and the ball just shoots off of here. It is a lot of fun. The closer you get to the non-volley zone, this paddle really performs well. Its happy place is at the net. It has a lot of fun up there. Now, here's the weird oddity to this. I think every review I've done, I've come up here and said, you know, if you add some weight, the performance is going to go up. I believe I've said that almost every review, but I tend to say that a lot. I'm kind of a weight enthusiast. Throw some lead tape on there and the performance is going to go up. With the FLIK Falcon, every time I added weight, and I tried multiple positions of this, 5 and 7, 9, 3, whatever, the performance didn't go up. In fact, the touch of the paddle, you know, dinking, lobs, the lobs became more chaos. Any touch shot with this, when you threw more weight on there, kind of went away. You didn't gain anything velo-wise. This is the first paddle I've stood up here and just said, guys, it's just good. It really, every time I took the weight off, it performed even better. FLIK's done a really good job of just right out of the box with this. It is customizable. You could throw weight on here if you want. Maybe for you, if you're a two-handed player, throw some out here. Yeah, but try it a little bit without, and I think you're going to be really happy with it. It's very cool. It does some things really well. The price point on this paddle is right at $190 US. That is not bad either. That is really sweet for all the technology that went into this. And like I said, FLIK is, I think this is our 4th or 5th iteration of foam core paddles. So they are putting a lot of research, a lot of development into it. And that's a cool price point for that. Very nice. This paddle is going to appeal to a lot of people. If you like to stand in the back of the net and just launch the ball, or just stand at the back of the court and launch the ball, topspin, roll that thing and just go after your shots, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Are you going to have a little chaos, a little bit of flyers? Yes. But you're going to have a lot of fun all the same. If you want to get up the net and just cause chaos up there, you want to poach a lot, have a lot of fun, this is a great paddle for that because it's easier to maneuver and you're going to get a lot of velo off of it at the net. If you're somebody that has a nice smooth swing, this is going to reward it a lot because the ball just stays on here and you almost throw it. I go back to, I like soft feeling paddles and I like to kind of throw the ball a little bit. This does that. You can really feel it and kind of throw it wherever you want, especially if you have a nice smooth swing. You're going to have a lot of fun with this. If you're a control freak, no foam paddle I think is perfect for a control freak's game yet, although it is getting very, very close. You can spend some time with this though, and I think you'd be fine. This is going to fit so many people's game. It's just so, and it's user friendly. It's because of the sweet spot so large, you can hit it. Most 13 millimeter paddles are a little jarring, and this is not at all. It's a nice plush ride. And it's just going to fit so many people's game. It is so much fun to hit. Is it a little chaotic at times? Yes. Yes, it is a foam core paddle. But it's a lot of fun to hit. I like this paddle so much, guys. I'm going to do a giveaway with this paddle. So everybody that is a subscriber to the channel, leaves a comment, hits a like, leaves a comment on this review is going to be entered into the contest and probably end it here mid-October, maybe October 14th. Let's try that and get the paddles out. It's going to be a short contest, but I want to get the paddle in their hands and have them play with it while summer, fall is still here. You can get out. I like this paddle a lot, guys. If you're playing with it, I would love to hear from you. I know it just came out, but I think it's going to be cool. I think this is going to be big. All right, guys, as always, to be entered in the contest, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment on this video, and you'll be entered into the contest, and we'll get a paddle out to you mid-October. All right, the FLIK Falcon. All right, guys, get out and play.